Welcome back to the years 1980 and 1982 as we continue our look at the Empire Strikes Back toy line by Kenner. Last time, we looked at the first of the mini-rigs with the Evil Empire's MTV-7, and this time, we'll be expanding on our look at the Empire, returning to the frozen world of Hoth. Standard Stormtroopers couldn't handle the harsh conditions, so special Snowtroopers landed on Hoth to attack the Rebels' Echo base. Snowtroopers were equipped with DLT heavy blaster rifles and tripod laser cannons they could assemble in battle. And today, we'll be taking a look at not one, but two toys. That's right, it's another double toy review with the Snowtrooper from 1980 and the tripod laser cannon from 1982, here on Creed's Collection. Hey, welcome back to another episode of Creed's Collection. Today we're looking at the Snowtrooper and tripod laser cannon from the 1980 and 1982 Empire Strikes Back toy line by Kenner. We will start by looking at the Snowtrooper, which are Stormtroopers trained for operations in Arctic conditions. Their suits are specially designed to withstand cold, with built-in breath and insulated suit heaters, protective hoods, snow boots, survival packs, and snow skirts. Sadly, I don't have his snow skirt, but we'll talk a little bit more about that as we take a closer look. The Snowtrooper is my second favorite trooper from the original trilogy, my favorite being the Biker Scout and my least favorite being the standard Stormtrooper. The Snowtroopers don't have the ventilation system on the front here, which I think makes them look a little scarier because they don't look like they have a mouth, and I also like how this helmet is a separate piece. It just makes the head of the Snowtrooper look pretty awesome. Another reason why I like the Snowtrooper so much is because at the time there was only Stormtroopers. So when the Snowtrooper came along, it was new, and also you were like, oh, okay, so there's specialized Stormtrooper units, which was pretty cool. Here on the back you can see their survival pack. I feel like this piece right here kind of looks like a lightsaber. I imagine they probably have some sort of shelter, a heating device, and rations hidden inside this thing. And in addition to their survival packs, they also have their DLT-19 heavy blaster rifles, complete with scope for sniping. Pretty nice. Or not, since Stormtroopers are notorious for missing their targets. Although if you go back and watch Empire, you see quite a few Rebel troops get shot down. Also, you'll notice that most of the Snowtroopers in the movie are carrying the standard E11 blaster that the Stormtroopers carry. Alright, now I'll take a look at the Snowtroopers' articulation. Their hips do go up to a 90-degree angle, but they cannot go backwards at all. And the arms, they can go all the way up and full around 360 if you wanted to. Now the head here usually has a neck joint, but the Snowtrooper has a helmet, so you can't turn him. So that's it. Snowtrooper has 4 points of articulation. And now we'll come back to the snow skirt. If you look right here on both sides, you can see these little tabs, and that was where the skirt would hook onto. Now as I stated earlier, unfortunately I don't have it, but here's a picture of what it looked like. The copyright information is on the back of the left thigh of the Snowtrooper, 1980 Lucasfilm Limited, made in Hong Kong. Alright, now we're moving on to the main event, the tripod laser cannon, also known as the Emplacement Weapon Heavy Blaster, or EWEB cannon. The tripod laser cannon is one of the most powerful repeating blasters in the Empire's arsenal, and was carried into battle by two troopers. This made transport and assembly easier, as it took time to assemble, and Snowtroopers aren't the brightest bunch.
I guess I gotta put together this laser blaster. Looks like I'm doing it alone. Nailed it.
And now that we know a little bit more about the tripod laser cannon, let's go ahead and take a closer look. There are three main parts to the tripod laser cannon: the Energizer, or generator, the Energizer Hose, and the cannon itself. And we'll start off with the Energizer. It's got handles here so they can carry it in the battle. This is actually what generates all the power for the blaster. The hose plugs in there, and as you can see, it's basically just a box, but it's got some nice detail. And for some reason, they made it where you can open it like a chest. Not sure why, other than maybe just a place to store your weapons. And those handles I mentioned earlier actually fit into the hands of the Snowtrooper, which is a nice touch. And now I'll move on to the Energizer Hose. It's just made out of rubber. It's very flexible and pliable. On this end here, you would plug that into the bottom of the blaster, and this end plugs into the generator, just like that. And now we're going to move on to the blaster itself. It's got a really cool design. I like how it's got like venting holes up there on the top to release heat. And the legs can actually be folded up. I mean, they can be removed completely, but you can also fold them down like this. And on the bottom here, between the legs, is a hole, and that's where you plug in the Energizer Hose to power it up. And just like that, you've got a fully assembled tripod laser cannon. Now we're going to take a look at the articulation on the cannon. It's got a ratcheted full 360-degree swivel, and it can also go up and down at about a 45-degree angle. And they did a good job of spacing the handle exactly right for the Snowtrooper's hands. The copyright information for the tripod laser cannon is located on the base below the barrel. 1982 Lucasfilm Limited. And now for our He-Man size comparison. He-Man's quite a bit bigger than the Snowtrooper, but the tripod laser cannon reminds him of the laser cannon that sits atop the parapets of Castle Grayskull. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch my toy review for the Snowtrooper and the tripod laser cannon from the 1980 and 1982 Empire Strikes Back toy line by Kenner. I don't remember playing with this much as a kid. It mostly just kind of sat there, but as an adult, I have an extreme appreciation for it. And short of missing the snow skirt, I think these two together make a fantastic display piece. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a thumbs up. And if you have any thoughts, please leave a comment. I love reading and responding to them. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, please consider subscribing. I'd really appreciate it, and it would help my channel grow. I review a toy from my vintage collection every Wednesday, so I hope to see you next week and every week after, here on Creed's Collection.